Hello party planners, it's the Party Plan Guru. So we're back to the diary, and what I wanted to do is show you the monthly recruit tracker. Now there's plenty of these in the book right towards the back, but it allows you, when we showed you the details of your recruiting, how many recruits you were getting, how many interviews, you can put their information all in here. So these will be at the end of every month, and they will stay in the diary so that you can keep all of their information. So month on month you'll still be able to see what types of things you need to help them with, or what they are lacking in support with. So you would have their name, their address, their telephone number and their email. So it's all kept in one area for that recruit. Then you've got the sales and recruits, and it's over a 3-month period, so you can continually track and monitor their sales and their recruiting. So any areas that they may be having difficulty with, then you'll be able to pick that up from here. There's then a generous notes section, and this notes section allows you individually to put down information about that recruit. So for instance, if you need to help with her parties, or maybe you need to do a demonstration for her, then you can pop that all in the notes section, and you can make sure that you're providing the best training possible for your recruits. The more information that you can provide them with, and the more help that you can do over the first 3 months, means that they will then provide you with a successful business underneath you and continue to grow. So that's the monthly recruiting tracker, and then, like I said, there'll be plenty of these. There's 3 to a page, and there'll be plenty of these in every month. We then basically have our monthly hostess information. Now, as you saw in the weekly part of the diary, there were a section there for their name, their address, their telephone number, so that you'd be able to have all their information ready for their parties on the day they've booked the party. This section, again, there's 3 of them, so you can always have 3 on a page. You have a monthly hostess information, again with their name, address, telephone number, their party sales, their party guests, the amount they had, their potential recruits that you've gained from that party, and the parties booked. This will allow you to see how your hostess are working for you, basically. If, for instance, you have a hostess that, say, brings 5 people to the party, and the party sales are lower than you expected, and then 6 months down the line they actually book you for another party, you'll be able to see from her information how her party went. If, for instance, it was a low sales or low attendance, you'll know for the next time how you're going to achieve this, and how you're going to change it up and make sure she gets the most amount of people she possibly can to her party. So it's guiding you through your hostesses. It's telling you which ones have been good for you and which ones weren't so good. How many recruits did you get at her party? So you can see, and you can be fully prepared when you attend her party. There's also a notes section here, so if you wanted to put any notes that the hostess likes a particular product or a scent, or she's just gone, her house has just gone through renovation, you might want to mention all of those details, so you can put those notes in each individual hostess section. So that's a way of you almost having like a contacts diary address book at the back of your diary. You've got all of your hostess tips in there, and you've also got an area to put down their party guests and what their parties were like before. The other section that we're going to have plenty of them in is the new consultant information. So it allows you to, your new recruit tracker is a basics for it. But this new recruits information page allows you to put more information down and track them on the 3-month period. So again, you've got all their details, their kids' names, their date of birth. Sending a card for their birthday is one of the easiest things that party planner managers should be doing to show that they're thinking of their consultants. No matter whether they've gone off and provided a team for themselves and they're growing from strength to strength, you still want to remind them that you're there. We've also got details for whether they're a part-time or a full-time consultant. So when you talk to somebody on the phone, you might want to flick back to the diary, have a look at it and say, okay, so she's not got me as many parties this month as I would like. Oh, she's a part-time consultant. So it allows you to see straight away what she's capable of doing. We then also have an area here. Now, some companies have your logins and website details. You can pop that there. So if a consultant, ever phones you up and said, I've lost my password, I don't know what my web address is, you'll have that there for you. We've also then got a 90-day pledge. So over the first 3 months, the new consultant can put in the information that she wants to either achieve or what target she has for herself. And you know straight away from this section what she wants to do. So you can phone her up in the second month and say, you didn't achieve your first month pledge. Maybe we need to work on certain aspects to make sure you still achieve that pledge. Then you've got the party bookings, the bookings obtained at parties, any leads that have been passed over, and any notes that you might want to write. And then you can track in this section here, have first month, second month, third month for sales targets, recruiting targets, total party sales, and your observation that you may have completed. So if you are a manager that wants observation in the first couple of months, then you can tick that off and put that in there. And any extras that you need to make her aware of, you can say, you know, the first month went fantastic. If we just stay with you for 1 more month, I can just make sure it's absolutely perfect. And then our last sheet at the back of the diary is the event details. Now, I don't know how many events I've been to over the last couple of years where I've written it on a bit of paper and the event's been absolutely fantastic, but the following year I'm then having to go back onto the internet, onto websites, ring up my contacts to try and remember who it was that I spoke to at an event and then try and get booked on again. This will allow you to use the diary even the following year after you've finished with this diary. You'll be able to put the event and the address, the contact number and email that you did for this year. Then you can also put down the cost of the stand and the price, so you know as a total how much that event is costing you. Then you can put down your total sales, your parties booked, your leads for party bookings and your leads for recruiters. And then you've got a huge notes section to write anything you want. This means at the end of the diary you can refer back to your event details and you have the contact details. So you phone them up and you say, hi, I came to your event this year, I'd really like to book on for next year. It also allows you to see if it was worthwhile doing, because you will be able to see your sales and your parties and your bookings and your recruits that you obtained at that event and whether it was worthwhile doing. So we hope all this information has provided you with a better view of the diary, and we really look forward to using them in everyday life and to get your feedback. So log on to the website now, which is www.thepartyplanguru.co.uk to book your Party Plan Lifesaver.